Most Catholics know their parish. If they go to Mass and they're involved in their parish, they know their parish. They know their priest. They're involved in their parish. Even Catholics who are, kind of on the periphery, they'll know, oh, St. Joe's, yeah, that's the Catholic parish down the street. And most Catholics know the Universal Church. Who wouldn't know who the Pope is? I mean, millions of non-Catholics know who the Pope is. Or the Vatican, where's that? People know, all right? But you know the missing link often? It's the diocese. It's the collection of parishes that form under a bishop that form a diocese. In our case, it's the entire state of West Virginia, 92 parishes, 18 missions, 24 schools, lots of things going on in this local church. The Catholic sharing appeal helps to strengthen our understanding we belong to something greater than ourselves. Not just the universal church, which is absolutely true, but also to a whole bunch of other folks who are in our own diocese, in our state. So it's a Catholic sharing appeal. It's a common effort of the people, Catholic people of this diocese of Wheeling-Charleston, to show that their faith is bearing fruit in good works. For example, the appeal does things that surpass the abilities of most parishes. We run a youth camp down in Huttonsville at the center we have down there. And it was called Camp Tigert, I think, at one point. It was then Camp Bosco. Now it's Camp Carlo. And it doesn't matter, the name can change, but the reality is it's a wonderful experience, not just of the ordinary things you do camping, but also they gain a greater knowledge and appreciation for their Catholic faith. One of the beautiful things about that is there's 1 week set aside for young people who really are interested in understanding and being committed to the pro-life movement in our country, very much needed. And also another week is set aside for the children whose parents or a parent may be incarcerated in jail, or they receive public assistance or assistance from Catholic charities. We set aside a week for them. They go free of charge. Right? You're supporting those kinds of efforts. And tuition assistance for families that can't afford a Catholic school, you're helping them when you contribute to this Catholic sharing appeal. We also supplement good work already being done in parishes and schools. There's a county in this state with no grocery store. There may be more than one, but one of them, there's a Catholic parish. They feed from their pantry several hundred families a week. This appeal helps, we help them with that effort. And with school security, you know what's happened to some schools recently. We're trying to beef that up. Some of the schools are setting aside funds. We assist them with funds from this Catholic sharing appeal. The sharing, I used to run this in my last parish, and I got nothing back directly from the appeal. It all went to headquarters, all right? To sponsor very good things, I have no problem with it. But here in West Virginia, and I haven't messed with it, although I was tempted, you get to 50% of your goal, everything else comes back to the parish. Everything else. You get to 100%, you get your top 50%. You get 125%, you get 75% of what you raised. You know, or the 75% above the 50, huh? That's pretty good. Look at that baptismal font back there. You got to turn your head to see it. Okay, yeah, all right, you see it, all right, very beautiful. But it's getting close to 30 years old, and it's leaking, and their pipes are corroded. We need to fix it. So what we're going to do when we get above 50%, which goes to the diocese to support the things I talked about, we're going to fix that baptismal font. That's where new Catholics are born, in the sacrament of baptism. I want you to help with that. You help us raise a good amount, we can fix that baptismal font. So please take part in this Catholic sharing appeal. I do, and I'm just very committed to it. If you have already given to it by mail, thank you. Thank you. If not, I ask you to, there are pledge cards somewhere in your pews. If you could take a few minutes after Mass to fill that in if you haven't given to this appeal already. Or, if you prefer, take it home, bring it back next Sunday, or send it in the mail, or stop at the parish office, whatever. Your choice. But if you fill out today, there's a box on a table in the vestibule to drop it in, okay? So Catholics share an appeal, a good thing that we do together with other Catholics around the state of West Virginia. Take part in it. End of public service announcement.